So, welcome to the first session of workshop on Vedic philosophy of Manas. The title of this session is Insights on Manas from Mimamsa. Dr. Naveen Bhat, the head department of Sanskrit from Sri Satya Sai University of Human Excellence, will deliver the lecture. I request Professor M. Jayaraman, Dean Academics and Dean Division of Yoga and Spirituality, to chair the session. Welcome, sir. And I also welcome all the students, staff members and other guests to this session. Dr. Naveen Bhat is a highly accomplished scholar in Sanskrit and Vedic studies. He holds a PhD in Sanskrit, Indian philosophy and cosmology based on Rig Veda from Veda Vijnana Shodha Samsthana, Bengaluru, recognized by Tumkur University. He is a gold medalist in Advaita Vedanta from Karnataka Sanskrit University and has also cleared the UGC NET in Sanskrit. Dr. Bhat has an impressive teaching career spanning over 15 years, having taught at esteemed institutions such as Veda Vijnana Gurukulam, Jain College and Dayanand Sagar College of Arts, Science and Commerce. Currently, he serves as the head of the department and assistant professor in the Department of Sanskrit and Vedic Studies at Sri Satya Sai University for Human Excellence. He is also a visiting faculty member at NIT Calicut. Dr. Bhatt's research contributions are equally remarkable. He is leading a project on editing and publishing the Vivekasara manuscript with funding from Central Sanskrit University and directing a project on game-based learning in Sanskrit curriculum under the ICSSR Vision Vikasit Bharat at 2047. He has guided several research scholars, with one scholar already awarded a PhD. Dr. Bhatt's deep knowledge of Veda, Vedanta, Nyaya, Mimamsa and Yoga combined with his dedication to research and teaching makes him a distinguished figure in the field of Sanskrit studies. Welcome, sir.
Chodayitri sundritaanam chetanti sumatinam yajnandadhe saraswati maho arnas saraswati prachetayati ketuna dhiyo vishva virajati gurave sarvalokanam भिषजे भवरोगिणां निधये सर्वविद्यानां दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः अविद्यारण्यकान्तारे भ्रमतां प्राणिनां सदा विद्यामार्गोपदेष्टारं विद्यारण्यगुरुं श्रये सदाशिवसमारम्भां शंकराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्. श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः. परम आदरणीयः गुरुजी and respected Swaminathan sir and my guru and my inspiration Dr. Jayaraman Acharya ji and Sridhar sir and the entire organizing team and my dear friends and students of S-VYASA family. It is an honor and privilege to stand before such an esteemed gathering to share my insights on the profound concept of manas or mind as explored in the Purva Mimamsa or Karmakanda tradition. Mimamsa, as you all know, is one of the 6 classical schools of Indian philosophy or Shaddarshanam that emphasizes the authority of the Vedas and the performance of Vedic rituals to understanding of the mind in Mimamsa is deeply rooted in Vedic framework and has significant philosophical and practical implications. My talk today is structured into 4 key parts. First one, the introduction to Purva Mimamsa Acharya Parampara. Here I will briefly explore the lineage of the great Acharyas who have shaped the Mimamsa tradition and their contributions. In second part, understanding the mind through Sanskrit terms. I will introduce the key Sanskrit terms related to Manas and how they provide a deeper understanding of the functioning of the mind. In third part, characteristics of the mind from Manas in Purva Mimamsa. We will analyze and specific features and the nature of the Manas as outlined in the Mimamsa text. And last, some example mantras from Vedas, especially from Rig Veda. Here I will illustrate these insights through selected mantras from Vedas. So now, now we'll start from the first part. As I said, it is about Acharya Parampara of Purva Mimamsa tradition. So, the first Acharya, whenever we heard this name, Purva Mimamsa Shastram, Jaimini Maharshihi. So, basically, we believe that is a Jaimini Maharshi, only the founder of Purva Mimamsa tradition and authored Mimamsa Sutram. This is nearly 3000 Sutram. And the second name, here I am not going to tell all the names who are related to Purva Mimamsa Shastram, only the key contributors to the Purva Mimamsa tradition. The second name Shabara Bhashya, all of you know Shabara Bhashya, and it is the commentary of Mimamsa Sutram. Then third name Kumarila Bhatta. So he is the founder of Bhatta's school of Mimamsa. There are two schools, they are famous, Prabhakara or Guru Matam and Bhatta Matam. So, Kumarila Bhatta, he is the author, the founder of Bhatta school, and he has a commentary on Sutras and Shavara Bhashya, Shloka Vartika, Tantra Vartika and Tuptika. These are the main texts authored by Kumarila Bhatta. Then, Mandana Mishra is the disciple and follower of Kumarila Bhatta, who wrote Vidhi Viveka and Mimamsa Anukramani. Then next famous Purva Mimamsa Acharya is Prabhakara. He is the founder of Prabhakara school of Mimamsa and wrote Brihati and some other text related to Purva Mimamsa. Then Apadeva, Mimamsa Nyaya Prakasha or Apadevi, this is the famous text by Apadeva. Then Laugakshi Bhaskara authored Artha Sangraha. So it is the based on teachings of Apadeva's Mimamsa Nyaya Prakasha. Here are some of the gurus or the acharyas in Purva Mimamsa tradition. So next, directly I'll go to Manas from Purva Mimamsa. Before I am going to start Manas from Purva Mimamsa, some general Sanskrit terms we used to see in the text related to Manas. So, this is the famous word Manas or Manaha or mind. We can see in all the text, ancient as well as modern text. So, actually, Manaha means according to Sanskrit terminology, Manyate Buddhyate Anena iti Manas. This is the root we can find. See, as you know, there is a root for all the words. There is a particular meaning for all the roots. By that meaning, we can see the meaning, what is the exact meaning of all the words in Sanskrit. So, Manyate Buddhyate, to which thinks and knows, it is called Manas. So, today morning Guruji was saying that Manas, without brain and body, so we can find Manas. So, it is the component of Sukshma Shariram. As you know, there are three shariram: Sthula Shariram, Sukshma Shariram, and Karana Shariram. So in subtle body component, so here 17 components we can see: Pancha Jnanendriya, Pancha Karmendriya, Pancha Pranaha, mind and Buddhi. These are the 17 components of subtle body or Sukshma Shariram. So one more definition for mind in Sanskrit is Sankalpa Vikalpatmakam Manaha. So deliberations and doubt, these are the two parts, like Sankalpa and Vikalpa. This is the definition given in Sanskrit text for mind. Nishchayatmika Buddhi, with proper decision will take by Buddhi, but in mind it is like Sankalpa and Vikalpa. This is the Lakshanam given in the Sanskrit text. Then some of more words related to mind. If you see some kosha, Samara kosha or Shabdakalpa Druma, there we can find some of the synonyms related to mind, like Chittam, Chetaha, Harat, Manasam, Swantam. These are the words. So some of the words given here in the slides. For example, Chittam. Chiti Samjnane. Chiti is the root, Samjnana is the meaning of that particular root. Again, to know or perceive Jnanam. So this is the meaning given there. So why I have given this word here? Because some of the words come from this chit. By seeing those words, by studying those words, we can understand mind properly. In day-to-day life, we used to use these words. For example, Chitta Janman. See, this is the one word, Chitta Janman. Chitta Janma or Chitta Yoni. This word, it is for Manmatha or Kamadeva or Manmatha. Kama, again, it is like desire. Again, Kama, he is the representative of all Arishad Vargas. We can say like that. This is the Chitta, it is the origin for Kama, mind, desire, or all Arishad Vargas. See, this word, Chitta Janma or Chitta Yoni, we used to say, from Chitta word, origin of mind for desires. And Chitta Dhara, Dhara, the thought process, mental activities, we can say that Chitta Dhara. Then Chitta Vikara, this also in yoga text and all we will use this word more, Chitta Vikara. So then like modifications, Chitta Vikshepa, distractions. These are the words related to Chitta. Then Chitta Vibhrama, Chitta Akarshaka, Chitta Akarshakam, attraction. By this we can see our mind, how my mind is, like it is like Chitta Janma, it is the origin of Kama. Is it the origin of Kama or any Vikshepas, distractions are there in my mind? We can use these words in day-to-day life and as well as in the text also we can see basically in Kavya and Mahabharata and Ramayana they will use these words related to Chitta. The next word related to mind is Hridayam. Basically this word, it is famous for heart. Hridaya means heart. But as a synonym in our Amarakosha and Shabdakalpa Druma, they use this word for mind. So, Hridayam means Hriyate Vishayaihi iti Hridayam. Vishayaihi Hriyate, which is drawn towards objects of sense, is called heart. How mind works? Through sense organs. Right? Through sense organs, Hriyate Vishayaha. It drawn all the objects, Vishayas. So that's why this name came to mind. Then Hrit, Harati, Hriyate, which takes away, that is also mind. Then Swantam. Swantam is mind. One of the meaning, Swantam is like Antahkaranam. Antahkaranam and Bahikaranam, two kinds of Karanam or Indriya, Antarindriya and Bahirindriya. All our sense organs and Karmendriyas are called Bahirindriya and which is inner, the Indriya, it is called Antahkaranam or mind. Here Swantam, that which reflects upon, actually Swanta, there swanyate means alankriyate, or which is so beautiful, that is called swantam. One of the other meaning of swantam is which is so beautiful. So which means by mind, if the mind is good with positive thoughts, that is only the alankara for a person. Swantaha. Okay, so that is also meaning we can see in Bhatti Kavyam, Tasya Lipita Shokagnihi Swantam Kasthamiva Jvalan. Okay, this grief consumed his heart like burning like a log. See, Swantam Kasthamiva Jvalan. There, some of the in the poems we can see these kind of words related to mind. In Mahabharata, in Moksha Dharma, so some of the words it is listed: Mano Mahan Matir Brahma Pur Buddhihi Khyatirishvaraha Prajna Samvit Chitischaiva Smritischa Paripathyate. See, these are the words related to mind. So always, why I am giving this means always mind means, okay, which is there only in Manas Shabda. Mind means only one word is there for mind. No, it is not like that. In Sanskrit text, based on context, based on situation, based on their own opinion, so they are giving many more words related to mind. Then, from Purva Mimamsa aspect, if you see the characteristics of mind, manas, according to Purva Mimamsa, the definition, lakshanam is given like this: Sukhadhyaparokshya sadhanam antarindriyam vibhu parimanam aspandam or spandana rahitancha bhavati. This is the lakshanam or the definition of mind according to Purva Mimamsa. This particular definition is taken from Manameyodaya. There is a text in Purva Mimamsa, Manameyodaya text. So, one by one, if you see, Sukhadhyaparoksha sadhanam, which means it serves as the direct instrument or sadhana for experiencing happiness and etc. So, experiencing happiness, to experience happiness, this is the instrument. And Sukhadi, see they used Sukhadhyaparoksha, Adi. Adi means what are the other things we can take here. All Arishad Vargas also we can take. And so in the same text, they are only giving these Adi. What are the Adi? Sukham, Dukkham, Ichcha, Dvesha, Prayatnaha. These are the five. This we can feel or experience in mind. To experience these things, mind is an instrument. Like happiness, sorrow, desire, dvesha, prayatna. So then, what is the definition of sukham? This also given in the same text, Manameyodaya. Sukham, what is sukham? See, sometimes we thought, okay, something else is sukham. But according to the Acharya, in that parampara, what he says, sukham is the state of being pleased or satisfied is called happiness. Complete satisfaction, that is called sukham. This satisfaction or that happiness we can experience in our mind. So that is the mind is the instrument to feel this. Then what is suffering or dukkham according to text? The state of injury or harm is called suffering. So sukham means all favorable conditions. Dukkham is not a favorable, unfavorable conditions. So in one word we can say this is the lakshanam or the definition of sukham and dukkham. And ichcha, dvesha, prayatna. For these also we can see some of the definitions in Manameyodaya Grantha. Desire, ichcha. Ichcha means it is like the act of seeking or longing for either one's own, idam me syat, or parasya. Which means one's own benefit or another's benefit, what we work, what we thought, that is ichcha. See, when unacquired, apraptasya, unacquired object is sought in relation to oneself with the thought, may this become mine. Whenever this thought will come, then that is the sign for a desire, icha. Okay, may this be attained by them, or may this become mine. These kind of thoughts, manovritti, it is called icha. Then hatredness, dvesha, it is like burning feeling. Burning feeling. Whenever mind experiences this burning feeling, that is jealous or dvesha, hatredness. And prayatna, even prayatna also, two kinds of prayatna they listed. One is jivana purvaka prayatna, tattva rupaka prayatna. Jivana purvaka prayatna is which is completely effort is associated with our day-to-day life. That is jivana purvaka prayatna. Then tattva purvaka prayatna is there is effort needed for breathing also, proper executions of actions like breathing in and breathing out. This also called prayatna in Purva Mimamsa. For this also based on mind. Okay, so these are the sukhadhyaparoksha sadhanam. The first word, the definition, sukhadi means sukham, dukkham, icha, dvesha, prayatna. So we can experience these things in mind. This mind is the instrument to experience this. The second component in that definition is antarindriyam. So it is not a bahirindriya, it is antarindriya. In the Swanta word also we said this, antarindriya, it is internal sense organ. Then vibhu parimanam, about measurement, where is mind in the body, whether it is in the brain or in the heart or in some other part, it is inner, but where is it what is the place? For that our Purva Mimamsa Acharya, he said, it is vibhu parimanam. Vibhu means it is all pervading. In the entire body, the mind is there in the entire body. But in this context only, the mata bhedas are there. Whether it is anu parimanam or vibhu parimanam, like that. So when it comes to Purva Mimamsa, especially Bhattanaya, Kumarila Bhatta's opinion, it is vibhu parimanam. In the entire body, we can feel that mind. So this is the definition of mind. And aspandam, because of vibhu. Vibhu means all pervading, like sky, like space. So there is no motion for space. Like that, there is no motion for mind. Which means everywhere it is there. There is no motion. So like that. So yes, ma'am. The last. Thank you. So this is the definition given by Manameyodaya Grantha. Then this already I shown. So there is a Purvapaksha, like opponent's view. When they coined or they said this definition, there is a Purvapaksha in our Shastriya Shaili or in that method. So whenever a Siddhanti or that main Acharya says this is the definition of mind, how? Obviously they will ask how. So that is the Purvapaksha, opponent's view. What he says, if the mind is considered all pervading, vibhu, and independent, anupahita, like the sky, then it cannot function as a sense organ. See, this is the question asked by Purvapakshi or opponent. Hence, an upadhi must be established. See, for each and every sense organ, there is a upadhi. Like eye means we can show, okay, this is the eye, and here is the nose, here is the tongue, like that. For where is manas? If you consider manaha is a vibhu, then it is not according to indriya definition, so we can't consider this as antarindriya. So that's why must be some upadhi must be should be there. Then only we can consider this as indriya. This is the question asked by opponent. So then we will see what their opinion. The next slide, just I asked that also. However, unlike the other sense organs like the ear, the mind cannot have a limited location within the body, because if the mind were limited to a part of the body, its activity would cease when that part is obstructed, which contradicts experiences. See, we can say some person is a blind. Okay? why we are saying that word blind means they can't see, which means that upadhi is completely seized. It is not there. That upadhi is not there, so we call it as blind. Can we say like this? If one person's mind is not working, means can we say something? Like for all other sense organs, we can say, okay, he is deaf or he is blind, like that. But for mind, it is not possible. That's why what he says, the mind were limited to a part of the body, its activity would cease when the part is obstructed, which contradicts experience. It is not in our experience. In practically, it is not there. Then, if the mind were present throughout the entire body, then experiences such as pain caused by a thorn prick on the foot would be perceived throughout the whole body, which is not observed in reality. See, the opponent, what he says, in the answer only, the Siddhanta he says, okay, we can't say mind is in the particular in this portion of the body. And if we agree, body is there in the entire body, then mind is there in the entire body, then if something happened to the foot, that pain would be perceived throughout the whole body, which is not in the practical. In the practical, it is not there. We are not facing this. Then what will be the answer for this? So then, again, our Acharya says, the statement that mind or manas cannot be considered a sense organ if it is independent. See, for an indriya, if the upadhis must and should, then don't consider mind as indriya. But mind is there, we are experiencing. But if you are sticking on that upadhi must be there, like in one place it should be there, then don't consider indriya. Okay? Then, and since the mind is accepted to have a limiting adjunct upadhi in the form of pervading the entire body. If you want upadhi, then I will give the entire body is upadhi for manas. Entire body is upadhi for manas. Again the same question what he asked, that is not answered. That's why again he is telling, however, this does not lead to the consequences that sensation, vedana, such as pain from the thorn prick on the foot would be perceived throughout the entire body. This is because the mind functions only by following the activity of external sense organs. Mind is, see, whatever we are experiencing, that is, see, mind is not working alone. It is dependent on the Bahirindriya. Again, 10 Bahirindriyas are there, like sense organ, Jnanendriya and Karmendriya. Based on that, mind works. So that's why he is saying, therefore, the sensation of touch, the sparsham, which is perceived by the skin, Tvagindriya, at a specific part of the body, is not experienced as if it is pervades the whole body. See, for example, if you take skin, Tvagindriya, it is there in the entire body. Okay? That is also Indriyam. If somebody touches here in the hand, we can't feel that, okay, in the head also he is touching and some leg also is touching. We are not experiencing that. That's why he is saying that it is the unique quality of mind and other indriyas. So mind is always, it is based on Bahirindriya, the feels, whatever the experiences we are experiencing in the mind, that is based on Bahirindriya. So then, where is mind? Whether it is Anu, or like atom, or Mahan, like Vibhu. Then after this kind of discussions, many more discussions are there, just I shortened the discussion here. In the conclusion part, what Acharya says, whether mind is Anu or Mahan, but mind is there. That is not the tatparyam of the entire text, whether the measurement of mind, whether it is in the one place or entire body But what we are experiencing, that is through mind. Mind is the instrument. So that's why Acharya says there, the pramana, proof that manograhakam manaha eva. So there is, we can't, like my mind is like space or mind is like wind. We can't compare. Mind is mind. So mind is there, whether it is Anu or Mahan, Vibhu or atom. So mind is there, but when it comes, then he has given some of the answer for the Pura Pakshi opponents. But in the conclusion part, what he said, mind is an instrument for all the feelings, thoughts and all. Then the union of the self and the mind, Atma Manas Sanyogaha. So, it should not be argued that since Sanyogaha is generally observed to arise from the action. Actually, in the Shastras, what we studied, Sanyogaha, connection between two things, two objects. That is, some karma should be there, some action should be there. Action-oriented Sanyogaha. Without any action, this Sanyoga won't happen. So in the action also they are saying anyatara karma or ubhaya karma or karmaja karma, like that some of the part one, okay, yeah, anyatara karma. Some action should be there in one place. If in one object that action is there, then we can connect. Or in the two objects also that action, that karmaja, sanyoga is there, then we can connect. But how this Atma Mana Sanyoga happens? Both are Vibhu. Like Atma also there in entire body, Manaha also there in entire body. How this connection happens? Sanyoga happens. It is not based on action. That's what he says. Whatever we studied action, that is outer world. Inner, if both are Vibhu or entirely it is all pervading. So for that what he says, self, Atman and the mind would not be possible if the both are infinite Vibhu. Consequently, the knowledge arising from the conjunction of Sanyoga between the self and mind would not occur. So based on the opponent what he says. This is because even both the self and mind are infinite, Vibhu, mutual connection, Itaretra Sanyoga is still logically possible. So, even sky also Vibhu, I am also here, like my mind also Vibhu, I am not connected with space, we can't say it like this, it is connected, that is called Itaretra Sanyoga, like there is no reason is required for that, it is connected only. So like that he is saying, logically it is still possible. That's why we are calling Atma Manas Sanyogaha. Still we can say, the space is connected with me, or Vayu is connected with me, all other Panchabhutas are connected with me, because they are here. That's why here Itaretra Sanyoga, that concept they bring, and we do not claim that the conjunction or the Sanyoga between infinite Vibhu entities is produced by action, because such conjunction is not dependent on any external causes. See, Atma Manas Sanyoga, it is not dependent on external objects. So what we understood, only external two objects comes together, then that is a Sanyoga. Like this, if you are thinking Atma Manas Sanyoga, this question will arise, how these two will connect? But it is not based on outer world, inner two Vibhu Padarthas, Vibhu, Atma and Manaha, because of their Sanyoga only, this Jnanam or other experience we can feel. That's what this says. So now I am in the last part of my presentation. It is like some mantras from Vedas, like where we can find Manas. In the beginning only I said, in all text if you find only Manas, so if anybody is interested to see Manas in Yoga Shastra, if you find only that word, you will find only limited sources. If you check all other names of Manas also, if you check Chittam, Hridayam, Swantam, then you will find plenty resources to study on Manas. That's why in Vedas, If we check, okay, where this manas word is there in the Veda mantras, only limited mantras you can find. But related to mind, see, there is a word called sumati, matihi. So in the mantra, in the first mantra, Tve agne sumatim bhikshamana divishravô dadhire yajñiya This is the mantra from Rigveda. So what he is asking there, sumatim bhikshamana, O Agni, seeking favorable wisdom. See there, for Sumati, the Sayana Acharya, he wrote wisdom, jnanam, shobhana buddhim, anugrahika buddhim dehi, please, seeking the favorable wisdom from the God. That's what Sumati, favorable, auspicious, gracious wisdom. These are the meanings we can find out in the Rig Veda or any other Veda's commentary part. Then, Shobhanam anugrahikatmikam buddhim yachamana, seeking the auspicious and grace-filled wisdom. In another, some other mantra, Artvisheno hotram rishir nishidan devapir deva sumatim chikitvan. See, one more time, in some other mantra also this word, sumati. Again, sumati means sumato kalyanam mato. Nirukta, I think all of you heard about Nirukta Yaskacharya. That is the Vedic dictionary, Niruktam. There what Yaskacharya writes, sumati, which means auspicious and favorable wisdom. Sumato kalyanyam mato, Nirukta. And one more mantra, Devanam bhadra sumatir rujo yatam, Devanam ratirabhino nivartatam. There, sumatir rujo yatam. Again, sumatihi. So, in this context, sumati is shobhanamatihi, prasadabhimuki, very graceful, grace-inclined wisdom, he is praying. So, these are some of the mantras related to Manas. Again, Tava shariram pata ishnurvantava chittam vaata ivadrajimana. See, chittam. In this mantra, it is first mandala of Rigveda, 163, Sukta number 11th mantra. Here, Tava shariram pata ishnu, your body is swift and falling, and chittam vaata ivadrajimana. See the comparison there. Chittam vaata iva. In Bhagavad Gita also, they compared chitta to wind. It is very difficult to hold like wind. Vayor iva sudushkaram, like that. In the Veda mantras also, chittam vata iva, your mind is quick and restless like the wind. Vata iva dhraji, vata is wind. Dhraji imana. Then, upapraga chasanam vajjarva devadricha manasadi dhyanaha. And why this manas? It is for meditating. Manasadi dhyanaha, dhyanaha. So, while meditating in the mind about attaining divinity. So, this is also one of the mantra from Rigveda. Then, some other mantra, Nano namastino shvaha kastadveda yadadbhutam anyasya chittam abhisanchareeni utadhitam vinashyati. This is the conversation between Indra and Agastya in Rigveda Samvada Sukta. What Indra speaks, it is uncertain what today or tomorrow will bring us. Nanu namastino shvaha. Who can understand this mystery? Truly, the mind of any person is naturally unstable. Indra says this. And even things that have been deeply studied are eventually forgotten over time. Adhitam vinashyati. See, if you are not practicing, then what will happen? Adhitam vinashyati. Whatever we studied, eventually it is forgotten over time. So, by this, we can find the nature of the mind. What is the nature of the mind? It is like a wind. And we can meditate to attain divinity. And if we are not practicing anything, Adhitam vinashyati. These are the things we can find from the mind. Then vidmahite yatha mano smabhyaminnaditsati. We understand how our mind approaches the object step by step. See, with the help of Bahirindriya, how our mind approaches object, outer side, step by step. Gantavyante manaha manasam yatha yatha vastu vidma. Chittam is again amisham chittam pratilobhayanti. Chittam is pratilobhayanti. If there is no control on mind means then it attracts everything. We will also lose. It pratilobhayanti. The famous mantra, Purusha Sukta. Chandrama manaso jataschaksho suryo ajayata mukhadindraschagnischa pranadvayurajayata. So here, Chandramaha manaso jataha. So, which means the moon was born from the mind. From the mind, moon was born, like cosmic Purusha. Here the mind of cosmic Purusha. From that, his mind, Chandrama jataha. So, that's why in the astrology what we say, mind is the lord of the mind is Chandra, moon. So, Chandrama manaso jataha. Again, in Prayoga Parijata and all, in Karma Kanda, Purva Mimamsa, what they say, Shruti smrityuditam karma na kuryat ashuchihi kvachit. There is no mind word here, like no chittam, nothing. Then why you are showing this means ashuchihi. See, there is a word ashuchihi, which means one who is impure should not perform the actions prescribed by Shruti or Smriti. Impure means that impurity, inner and outer, physically and mentally. The purity should be there to perform any actions. Shruta and Smarta karma. Amedhyo vai purushaha yad anratam vadati. A person who speaks falsehood is indeed impure. Then who is ashuchihi? Anratam vadati. Ritam or satyam means, ritam means satyam, true. Anritam asatyam vadati saha ashuchihi. That person is considered as impure. Then, for that, for all these things, they know very well how we are. So, they'll guide us the purification method. A person, there, anritavadi purushaha anadhikritaha karmasu Anrata janya amedhyatva pariharena tatra adhikaram labhate. Which means a person who speaks untruth is unfit for performing Vedic rituals. One who is impure due to falsehood become eligible for rituals only after purification. So for this only apavitrah pavitrova sarvavasthangatopeva, there is a lot of mantras which is related to water. Purification methods also they listed. And one more thing, yasye devataye havirgrahitam syat tam manasadhyayet vashatkarishyan. So usually here also we perform some homas, rituals, Vedic rituals. At that time the priest will say, like yasye devataye havirgrahitam syat, while offering oblations, any ghee or any dravyam to the deity, one should meditate upon the deity mentally before going to any action. So, manasadhyayet. So, if we are offering something to Indra means first we should meditate on, think about that Indra, who is Indra, this kind of Indra, then we have to feel the presence of Indra, then only we should offer. Like Surya or Ganapati or some other god. Yasya devataye havirgrahitam sya tam manasadhyayet. Then only we should offer. So, last slide from Kumarila text. Dukhatyanta samuchchede sati pragatma vrittinah sukhasya manasa bhuktir muktirukta Kumarilaihi. According to the followers of Kumarila Bhatta, when all misery is completely removed, the mind experiences the happiness that was already present in the soul. this is called liberation. So, in the simple way, in the Kumarila followers, although in the Kumarila Bhatta's text, we can find this shloka. What is liberation? Mind should experience that ultimate happiness. What is again ultimate happiness? All our miseries, all dvesha, kama, krodha, all the arishat vargas, if it is removed, then mind experiences. Then one more thing which is already present in the mind, that happiness is waiting for us for the meditation. If this person meditate and removes all the miseries, means I am ready to come. I am ready to give you the experience, that ultimate happiness to you. Like that we can find in this text. By this, I will conclude my lecture, this talk. For this opportunity, I am grateful to you all, and my special thanks to Jairaman sir and Sridhar sir. Thank you all. Dhanyavada.